Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how I do my hair. How I curl my hair mostly. I am somebody who washes my hair, let's say every 5 to 7 days. Usually more towards like 5, but sometimes pushing 7. So if we're going to be real about it, most of the time you see me, I have dirty hair. So I just felt like it wouldn't be fair for me to share with you guys how I do my hair like when it's all perfect and clean. I wanted to show you how I actually do my hair throughout the week in between washes and just kind of touch up the curls, maintain the curls, how I sleep on them and all that kind of stuff. So I wear my hair like usually in these loose curls, and I started curling my hair a little bit of a different way kind of recently, which I find is pretty challenging to do. So hopefully in this video I can help you figure it out a little bit better. And I'm also sharing with you guys towards like the end of the week when my hair is really gross and dirty, what I do with it then. So yes, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Before we get started, I just want to do a little disclaimer. I personally use all Monat products, and I just want to start out by saying I do not sell them. I do not want to sell them. I have no intention of selling them to you. This video has absolutely nothing to do with product, so if you don't like them or you hate all MLMs, don't worry, I'm not trying to get anybody involved, but I just wanted to make that disclaimer just in case anybody sees a bottle and then they're gonna hate me because they think I'm gonna try to sell them hair products, and I'm not, I promise. It just is really what I use. I started using them because here's the thing is I don't like hair products. I don't care about hair products, so I like that it's easy for me to just text somebody and tell them what I want and it shows up at my door, and that's 100% the only reason I use them. And I personally, if you want my opinion, I enjoy them. Use whatever you have at home. This has nothing to do with product, but everything to do with like technique and just what I do. I get questions on, you know, how I do my hair, so this is it, people. And like even today, my hair is not freshly clean today. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find it helpful, and I hope you don't hate me for using Monat products. And let's hop into it. All right guys, so we are at day 1. I always wash my hair in the evening, and I pretty much just let it air dry and sleep with it wet. So this is me literally washing my hair right before bed and sleeping on it wet. Washing my hair, then blow drying it, then styling it like all in one go is just way too much for me. So just so much easier for me to just let my hair dry overnight, and of course it's less heat that's on my hair, less work on me. Yeah, so I pretty much just take it like this and deal with it. I don't like my hair natural. I used to have like curlier hair, but now so many bits are just like too straight. It doesn't maintain a nice wave. It doesn't really matter how my hair turns out at this point because I'm going to completely style it. So I obviously want to make sure my hair is all brushed out. Honestly, like it's not damp, but I can feel like there's still some moisture in it, but it doesn't matter. And I have been in love with this comb I got in my hair dye video. If you saw it, I was using it to section out my hair, but the fact that it's so pointy and skinny at the end, it makes the most perfect part, and I'm such a psycho about my parts. So now you can see with my hair parted like how it just doesn't lay nicely, and the most like curly and annoying parts of my hair are right along my hairline. I always start out with a straightener, and I've done this for the longest time, and I apologize that I have to use the viewfinder for a mirror. Well, I'm gonna kind of do both. Okay, so I just do a little bit just to kind of make those areas lay a bit nicer. Of course, if you have straight hair or just don't have this problem, you probably don't have to do this, but I'm sure you can see how that lays better. And I'll kind of do it like along, like I have a really bad colic right there, so I try to like make that lay flat, and just anywhere where my hair just needs help laying properly. I always have a problem with this side because whatever colic or damaged hair I have right here doesn't lay the same as this side. This is like my good side. So I try to just manipulate it to lay a bit better. I do have quite a bit of damaged hair in that area and here too from being blonde. So I try to turn my heat down on my straightener. So next, I just kind of go over the ends. Of course, the key to any beachy wave is the ends are straight. Some of mine just have like little kinky curls and like little flips, and so I just try to go through and straighten that out to help that be more smooth. So this whole situation basically came about when I wanted to learn how to curl my hair and do the beachy waves with a traditional curling iron, okay? I've seen so many people do it and I've been like so jealous. I'm like, I don't have that skill set. I couldn't understand like the twisting of the hand and starting from the top and working my way down. So it's just so crazy because I was just like watching one tutorial one day and I was like, I am going to learn how to do this if it kills me. So I went onto Amazon and I bought this $11 Conair curler. I figured it's not gonna be good, but at least I can practice and kind of get the motions down, and then once I do that, then I can buy myself like a nice curling iron. Turns out I've completely fallen in love with this $11 Conair curling iron from Amazon. Honestly guys, I think any 1-inch curling iron will do the job if you already have one, or if you want a nicer one, or if you want this $11 one from Amazon, or maybe $12. It's like $11.80 something, whatever. I just figured I'd buy it, and if it didn't work out, like I wouldn't be destroyed over the fact that I spent a ton of money on it. Like I had just bought $80, $90 wand right before I got this, and now I never use it, and so I'm mad about that, and I like this better, and it's $11. When I was starting out, I kept the heat super low because my motions with my hands were so slow that I kept my heat as low as possible just till I got the motions down, and then you know, then I can turn the heat up to like a normal heat. But that's a big tip I have for you guys. If you're learning how to do this, keep the heat really low. So I don't really section out my hair fancy. I just start this side and I just go around all the way. If I am trying to like make my hair perfect for something, yeah, sure, maybe I'll section it out and do like back and forth, but I really just do this side of my head curled away from my face and this side of my head curled away from my face, and I don't get much fancier than that. Also, I recommend like, okay, taking your small sections and, how am I gonna explain this? It's like if you grab this section that's like, it may be skinny, you know, this may be just as much hair as this section, but the way it's like long and skinny, it doesn't curl as nice. You want to grab, I don't know how to explain it other than like where the hair comes out on your head, like a little square or like a little circle where all the hair is like more concentrated and from one section, and it's just as thick wide as it is tall. I don't know if that makes sense, but the curls just look different. I don't know how to explain that any better than that, so hopefully that made sense. I'm so sorry if it didn't. So my front pieces, oh, you can see like my little broken hairs right there. Ugh. Yeah, I just start, so also I think we're so used to when you have the curling iron, you hold it with your, it's a cheap curling iron right there, but you hold it like with your thumb and do that. Sorry, you're gonna hear a lot of squeaking in this video. But when you're curling it away from your face, you're really gonna hold on to it mostly with like your pointer finger. I've used like my pointer finger and my middle finger because that gets like the clamp where it's bending away from your face. So sorry, I'm trying to show you this and also look in the mirror. Just slowly slide it down. And I don't really like stop, I just kind of, yeah, do that, and then whenever it's long enough that I can kind of pull that out, I do that. And I try not to get the ends in, but I'm doing a bit slow for you guys. So that piece is hard because it was so short. Just going on to the next piece, starting from the top, working my way down. The more you like unroll it and pull it like this, the more it's gonna be like a loose, or like a, yeah, like a loose, straighter wave. Okay, I'm gonna turn the heat down really low so I can explain it to you really slowly. But yeah, the more that you keep your hair on the curling iron and just curl, 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 it's going to be more curls, and the more you kind of like flip it out and pull it down, the more it's gonna be like straighter waves. So I try to do a combination of the two because I want that wave look, but it doesn't hold as long. So if I'm gonna get ready for something I'm doing today and I want my hair to look bomb and flawless today, I'll do the more like pull through and make it more wavy because I don't care if it lasts for tomorrow. Today, I am not getting ready for anything particular. It's just a Monday. I'm just going to work and I want my curls to last the best it can throughout the week. So I try to do a combination of the two so I get the wave look but the lasting of a curl, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna try to do really slow for you guys. Again, you can kind of see the chunk that I have here. It's gonna depend on your hair too. I have a lot of hair, I have thick hair, so you know, I really grab like smaller chunks because even though it's like a small area of my scalp, there's a lot of hair in here. Taking with my pointer finger on the clamp, oh, I can't even see. All right, starting from the top, and I do like put a little bit of pressure right there because I'm not like pulling it to slide it through. And that's kind of how this is making sense. So now I get to this point where I have enough space to kind of flip it through. I really only do that at like the top little curl. And then when I get to the bottom, maybe I'll kind of do like that. There you can see what that looks like. So I am not going to keep explaining it over and over again. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to just turn the camera off for a sec and finish up my curls, and then I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Alright, so we've made it onto the last little chunk of the hair. So as you can see, I've gone around my whole entire head. I mean, I know this is like easier for some people, but I know for me, this whole hand motion has been so challenging. So I'm just really happy I know how to do this now because I feel like it's completely changed the way that I do my hair. And to be completely honest with you guys, I really do like every piece a little bit different. I'm not like super serious on how I do everything, and I think that's what makes like these hairstyles look good, is when not everything is like perfectly uniform, because then you're kind of taking away that like messy beachy look. If you do it too loose and too beachy and too messy, then it just doesn't hold the same. So I try to find a nice balance. So I go back in with my straightener and I just go through and kind of touch up the ends and just make sure like not anything is too curled at the ends, especially like I feel like in the beginning when I was kind of learning how to do this, and the actually like the part where you're just like pulling it through is much more challenging, I feel like, than making it like really curly. So just going back in with the straightener can kind of just loosen up any chunks that got a bit too curled. And this side, give this side a few more seconds to cool, but this side's already cooled. So I just start kind of like loosening it up, going through, just seeing whatever needs to kind of be straightened out at the ends. Of course, when you like curl it, it's not gonna lay like, it's just gonna lay like how you curled it, but then you want to zhuzh it up and separate all the pieces. So I take the sculpting taffy, and when you just put a tiny bit in your hand, it basically just, I guess it's kind of like, it's like a cream hairspray almost. So it doesn't make my hair chunky or anything like that, but just running it through my hair a little bit, and I try to like scrunch it and just like do like this. It just helps to actually like hold the curls. Otherwise I just use a texturizing spray and that doesn't really help hold. It does. Don't put a lot in. My hair holds curl really well, guys, just so you know. So if you have like really straight or fine hair that doesn't hold curl very well, you know, you might need something more strong, but mine holds curl pretty well. So just a little bit of this kind of just helps. And then I take the dry texturizing spray and I just do like this. So I'm also not like afraid to run my fingers through it, like especially when you curl it all the same way like I do, sometimes it'll kind of clump back together. And so throughout the day, like, you know, I just check my hair in the bathroom and do like this again, just to make sure it's all staying like nice and texturized. So that is it for how I curl my hair. This will by far be like the longest day of the video because of course I was curling my hair from scratch. All right guys, it's day 2 and it's a little bit later in the morning, so I'll tell you kind of what I did with my hair this morning because I did work out and stuff like that. So right now I just have it in a clip, but I haven't done anything with it as far as heat goes. So I wanted to share with you guys how I sleep in my hair. I like have to have it up on top of my head because it just drives me crazy when my hair is like on my neck and stuff like that. I know that's silly, but I've invested in slip scrunchies. They are pretty expensive. I think I got a pack of 5 and it's like over 50 bucks, but they're the silk. And I have a slip pillowcase that I'm obsessed with, and so I got these just because I sleep with my hair up every night, and I figured, you know, I'm gonna use the crap out of them and I might as well just kind of invest something that's gonna be better for my hair. So I just, when I go to bed, I put it on top of my head. I just twist this around and do that, and this is how I sleep. And I actually worked out this morning and I did get pretty, not crazy dripping sweat, but I got pretty sweaty, and I just worked out with my hair in this slip scrunchie with my hair like this. So I did just kind of brush it out just because, even, you know, just going through life, it gets a little bit knotty. Here's what my hair is looking like. I mean, you can really see it is in pretty good condition, and this is sleeping on it and working out with it. I don't want anybody coming for me and being like, it's so annoying because like your hair just holds curl, my hair doesn't hold curl like that. 100% my hair holds curl really, really well. But my hair, like when I would curl it with a wand, it would be completely straight the next day. And I don't know, my theory, I don't know if I'm right, hairdressers help, is that because I'm clamping my hair in between 2 hot plates that it is like making it last longer. So as you can see, like the front bits and like the top is like mostly straight, but the bottom like looks good. So I'm gonna put a little dry shampoo in it. It's really not that bad right now, but I like to do it as more of a preventative measure. I still go in with this because these front pieces, I don't know, it's like the lighting, I know, I'm so sorry guys. It still like really like kind of curls up in these areas, so I just go and do the same thing. I think I mentioned this yesterday that I do this every single day. Like no matter how I'm styling my hair, I go around the front and just straighten it. Otherwise my hair will never lay straight. I only pull it down like a couple inches. And then how I do like touch up the ends too, any pieces that like maybe, you know, got curled from being sweaty, because of course I have more wavy hair. So then guys, it's really nothing special. Usually as the day goes on, I wear like looser and looser curls because I just curl less and less and less, but I always curl my like front pieces, hit the tops. Like I just go through and like pick out the pieces that are more straight. Yeah, and just make sure everything is laying properly. And that's kind of it. And I find that like the back, unless there's something that's really messed up, I don't really care that much, as long as, you know, there's no pieces that are really straight or like really crimped from like a hair tie or sweat. And the more I work out and sweat, like the more work I have to do in these touch-ups. But if I didn't work out today and I just slept and, you know, did nothing, then, you know, I wouldn't have those like crimpy pieces. All right, so I am all done with the curls. I really try to do as little as possible because it kind of just helps as days go on to help with that like really like effortless like kind of look. I'm still, actually the ends aren't that bad, but you know, still just remember like keeping the ends straight. But again, as the days goes on and these become more relaxed, the ends become more straight. So any of the pieces that maybe I just curled, my hair is actually still wet from sweat, so as long as I look good and I smell good, I don't really care how gross I actually am. So just taking my texturizing spray again, but you can see like how things are just like a bit more loose. And yeah, oh heck. All right, day 2, this is how we're looking. All right, dramatic change in my skin color. I got a spray tan last night, but today's day 3. Did the same thing as yesterday as far as like the bun that I had on my head, and then I went for a walk and kind of just put it in this bun like this. So I haven't even taken my hair down today at all. This is still from sleeping and working out. So just gonna brush it a little bit. I do get like a little bit oily, but not that bad, but mostly like my hair starts to get really dry at the ends. I'm gonna do a little dry shampoo just because I've been working out. I have basically just like a leave-in conditioner. This is the CC cream that I am obsessed with. I just always need something like this around, like any sort of like cream leave-in conditioner that I can, you know, put in when my hair is dry to just help with my ends because my hair just gets so dry. All right, so this is how my hair is looking now. This is probably the worst my hair has looked so far, and honestly, usually my hair doesn't even look this bad when I, you know, have my curls for this long, but it's mostly just because of me sweating. And I had my hair up a lot yesterday. Why did I have my hair up? Oh, because I was swimming and I got a spray tan, so I had my hair up most of the day yesterday too, so that probably didn't help. I'm just gonna still do the same thing where I straighten just around my hairline, and then I'm just gonna go and curl a couple pieces. Honestly guys, I'm not even gonna show you. It's literally the same thing I did yesterday. As I mentioned before, the more I kind of do this, the more like loose and straight my hair gets because I end up just curling like less and less and less and less pieces because I just kind of stop caring. So that's what I'm gonna do. Day 3, not exciting. Okay, these are the results of day 3. I'm sure, I don't know how much you can tell that things are just getting like much more loose, especially like in the back and underneath. You know, this today probably took me, especially if I wasn't filming anything, I mean, I probably would have been here like 5 minutes. So that's kind of the beauty of just doing these little touch-ups, is that, you know, I still get to go to work with these beachy waves, but yet I really only spent 5 minutes. So taking the time day 1 to spend like that 20 minutes to do a really good curl on your hair is worth it because it saves you time later throughout the week. So, all right guys, so we actually skipped day 4. I did it on purpose. I didn't forget about you. The reason I skipped day 4 is because I did literally the same exact thing as day 2 and day 3. We're on day 5 and I'm sick of wearing my hair down and curly at this point, so I'm going to move on and show you what I do when I don't want to have my hair down anymore. I mean, okay, this is me taking my hair out for the first time since bed. In my defense, for the people who are chronic hair washers coming for me, this is my hair 5 days after washing it. There's not an ounce of grease in sight. I mean, for real, I am the driest human ever. That kind of leads me to like why I am doing what I'm doing today. So I'm just gonna brush my hair while I talk to you. So as I mentioned throughout this video, I use Monet products, and I'm not trying to like, if you don't like them, like don't worry. I have to just say that the reason I wanted to try this brand in the first place was because of the Rejuvenique oil. And yes, this is covered with hair. This was something that really drew me to the brand and something that I really wanted to try, and I'm now in love with it. So every like week, every other week, you know, usually like every other time I wash my hair, I try to do some sort of oil treatment on my hair. It's mostly like for my scalp, and then I bring it down through the rest of my hair. So just getting all the knots out of my hair right now. Basically what I do, like usually I leave this in my hair for like 2 days. So usually the last 2 days before I wash my hair, I wear some sort of slick back pony or bun. And the reason I do this is because I put the oil in my hair, and instead of slicking it back with like a gel, I slick it back with oil. I think I'm actually running low on the oil. Let's see. Not too bad. Okay, I literally just run the oil through my hair. Feels like the second it hits my scalp is like, ah. So I just do like a couple little tubes full in the front and then a couple in the back. It does take quite a bit of oil. Like, I like to saturate my scalp. I've seen other girls do the same oil treatment on Instagram and use like an 1/8 of the amount of oil that I do, but I just absolutely love it. Yeah, I'm running so low. I have to order more because I can't live without this. So then I just take my fingers and I just really rub it into my scalp. I mean, even with that much oil, it's like you still can't even see it. So I'm gonna actually be dumping this out into my hand because we're running so low. Oh my gosh, I'm like out. Crap. That was like the whole point of this last part of the video. So I'm just going to take all the oil that's left and try to just like work it down the rest of my hair. I usually use like 18 times more oil than this. We're just gonna go about the video and pretend like my hair is saturated enough in oil. When doing these slick back looks, I think that your part is so important. I mean, I think this is what really takes it from, oh, I just threw my hair up, to like a chic, slick bun that looks like you tried, you know? I really try to like brush the oil down my whole head. It's an oil at the end of the day still, right? Even though it gives me the look that I want, it doesn't always hold the best. So I do always take a little bit of the sculpting taffy or just like any gel that you have, and I just run it through like here where my little hairs normally like would fall out. Day one, I kind of like to wear my hair in a ponytail because I still have like, you know, usually some wave or some curl in my ponytail still. The most important thing for me and my slick back buns is this kind of like teasing comb, because I just find it is the best for smoothing out your hair. That's another thing to make it look like really chic, is to have each side be symmetrical. Like if this side kind of swoops back and this side swoops down, it's not gonna look like that like cool slick back bun, you know what I mean? There's a big difference between just a low bun and like a perfectly, I know I keep using the word chic, but what else is this bun? Got it where I want it. Okay, here we are with the ponytail. I will sometimes just right here give myself just a little volume in the back, just to kind of make it like, when it's a ponytail, I like to do just a little like, just to help the shape of my head a little bit. And because I have the little shorter bits in the front, even though like the sculpting taffy does help, I will maybe take some bobby pins and try to like hide them underneath my hair. All right guys, so I think this is kind of a blessing in disguise, because I was debating on what I wanted to do with the end of this video, because I honestly really wanted to wash my hair tonight. And the reason for that is just because I'm gonna be filming something tomorrow, and I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to have like a slick back bun. I mean, some videos like I do, but this particular one, I don't really think I want to have a slick back bun. I am just going to walk you through, if this was a normal week and I still had a ton of oil left, what I would do with the rest of my days until I wash my hair. Because honestly, like, I could wear this, I do sometimes wear like this oil in my hair for 2 to 3 days, and I just wear a slick back pony and bun for a few days. So I usually start out with a pony, just like this. When I go to bed, I'll still do the same thing where I take my slip scrunchies and I put it all up on the top of my head and wrap it in a bun. The next day I will put more oil on my scalp, because at this point it's pretty soaked in. I'll put more oil on my scalp, and then I will actually take my conditioner and I'll put a bunch of oil in my conditioner and put it through my ends. And then that way, at this point in the days, I am treating root to end, and then I'll do actually exactly like this. Then I will take my hair and just twist it and wrap it around. And most days I take one of these kind of elastics. So the only difference is I add the bun instead of having the pony. And yeah, like I said, I'll just keep rocking that until I'm like, okay, I'm ready to like wear my hair down again. But I love having my hair back like this. I used to hate it. I think the key is really trying to make everything look really symmetrical and perfect, like, and then it makes you feel like you tried. And then I don't have them on yet, but I also always wear hoops when I have my hair back, because it just kind of adds like that femininity back into the look. Because I just feel like, you know, I think a lot of girls, like when they just have their hair back like this, you kind of feel manly, you know? It's like your hair is something that makes you feel girly, and then you suck it all to the back of your head. But anyway, so I might wear a bun today. I'm kind of into this. Whatever. The difference between a bun and a pony is literally just that I wrap the ends up and then I put, you know, more oil at the end of my hair versus just the root. So I don't know. I can't decide if I'm gonna wear a pony or a bun today. We'll see when I'm like ready to leave. But I think I'm gonna wear a bun. You know what I'm gonna do? Light the bulb. Instead of where I would normally mix my conditioner and my oil together and put it in the ends of my hair, I'm just going to put my conditioner in the end of my hair with no oil, since I'm out of oil. And then the days that I wear the oil on my hair, like when I go to bed at night, I take the oil and I put it all over my face and I work it like into my hair too. You know, it's like, oh, it looks like you're doing this to be cute, which I mean, you kind of are, but that's just what I love about this hairstyle so much, is that it's like, you know, you look cute, but at the same time you're treating your hair. I love it. That's what, like, I just thought, like, I was not the one who came up with this, by the way. The girl I buy my products from is the one that taught me this, and I just think it's so cool. That's it for all of the days how I style my hair. I know it was probably very boring, but hopefully I helped you out a little bit. At least in this is the best too, because then you can really like prolong the time in between hair washes, but you're also doing something really good for your hair by not overly washing it and by treating it while it's back, and then you still feel cute. Whatever, I'm done. Goodbye. All right, guys, that's it. That's how I do my hair. That's everything from shower to shower. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm happy to answer them, or any requests for any future videos. And that's it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe to see more of me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. I wanna know, wanna see it. Can I feel your kryptonite? Can't get this off my mind. Does it only control you? Let me in, I'll help you out. I won't lose you this time.